my sausage. Let's see the. I hope that's not hot. Okay, let's.
Should be good. Wow. Wow.
You know that's good when it's just.
That's awesome.
Yes, delicious. Well, I've taken that off of the. I know, right? When it's in your lungs, when the carbon dioxide. Now you're everywhere.
Ooh, it's good stuff.
Hello, and welcome to your pre-finals episode of Laker Nation. I'm Katrina Shaughness.
And I'm Wyatt Dieterman. Well, sort of. You see, what had happened was, my final will and testament to KLKR was to be 3D scanned in as an asset. So every time that they need a host, well, they have a CGI Wyatt Dieterman, which you are currently viewing right now. That's fantastic, isn't it? Technology has just come so far. Anyways, congratulations to Jenna Benson, who has signed on with the University of Minnesota Morris this past week. Go Cougars.
We also have new members in our Hall of Fame. Congrats to the 2018 inductees, Dale Decker, Richard Sonstegard, and Carol Seidine were honored last Saturday between the boys and girls basketball games against DC.
Congratulations also to Zach Uter and Jenna Benson for receiving the HLWW AAA Award for their participation and excellence in arts, academics, and athletics. You know, one of those things is not speech.
No, it wasn't.
Let's talk to someone who knows speech pretty well.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Nimala, the high school language arts teacher. She's also the 2017 and 2018 speech advisor. So what do you think are some of the main benefits of being in competitive speech?
The first one, really, I think, is becoming a more effective communicator. So public speaking is a really scary thing for a lot of people. And even if it terrifies you, I think you do it enough times and you just naturally become more comfortable. It's a really good opportunity to be more comfortable speaking in front of a group, just expressing yourself in a lot of different ways. Aside from that, I think just getting involved in any extracurricular is a good thing. Speech, I think, is a good one where you don't have to practice every single day. A lot of the work you do is actually on your own, so you kind of get out of it what you put into it. And the last reason is that it's such a neat community. I think you meet a lot of people from different schools, people on your team, and generally people who are involved in speech are competitive, certainly,
Yeah.
but also really support one another. They kind of understand that everyone's in this position and it's nerve-wracking, you're going to have good and bad days, but really kind of work to support one another.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think everyone really forms bonds both with their teammates and students from other schools.
That's awesome. Were you ever in speech in high school?
I never was. I wish I had been, but I don't know. I missed out on that.
So what can you tell me about the different categories in speech?
There are actually 13 different categories, so there are quite a few directions. The one that you see quite a lot, I guess, a lot of them fall into the prepared interpretation category, where you choose an existing either script from a play, it could be prose from a book or a short story, poetry, humor, or duo, where they're using someone else's words and then really becoming that character to bring them to life. So that one is a lot of fun to watch. You see a lot of variety there. There are public address ones as well, where students are writing their own pieces that are usually persuasive or informative. There are a few categories that are dry events, where they actually don't know what they'll be doing until they get to the meet. They have some idea. They're within either a book or there's one where they're speaking on current event type things. And then there are a couple oddball ones. There's creative expression, where students write their own creative piece, and then discussion, which is sort of like debate but more collaborative.
Okay.
So there's a huge variety. That's a lot of fun too.
That sounds awesome. So what would you say to any students who are kind of on the border about joining speech?
I would say do it. I think, as I mentioned before, it's such a great way to just push yourself out of your comfort zone. I think we're really able to work around schedules. A lot of my speechers have jobs or even are in other activities, and we can work around that. Generally, we have meets on weekends, so obviously we do need to fit that into schedules. But I think just the benefits are so worth the risk. And like I said, you get that practice, you get that experience. You're never speaking to a big auditorium of people, which is a misconception that people have. You're lucky if anyone shows up to watch, really. It's come and watch speech. It's a spectator activity.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And now this week in Laker News. Do you have any used books that you are looking to find a good home for? Our district is collecting 5th grade level books and up during the month of January. We're preparing them for our elementary readathon. Throughout January, books can be dropped off at the main offices at the high school or middle school. They can also be given to the Howard Lake Public Library.
Girls basketball players in grades 7 through 12 interested in attending a St. Cloud State girls basketball game. There will be a bus leaving Friday, January 19th. A game ticket will be provided for each player signed up by January 12th. Please let Mr. Bauman know if you are interested in attending.
Course registration for 2018 and 19 school year will begin this month. Course information is online at the high school website under Guidance and Counseling Resources, or talk to Emily Holm in the guidance office.
The Knights of Columbus Free Throw Championship is scheduled again. All boys and girls aged 9 through 14 are invited to participate in the local level of competition. The competition will be held January 14th. For entry forms or additional information, contact Ken Lobertman at 320-543-3603. In sports this week, in boys basketball, the Lakers have 2 away games, Tuesday, January 16th in Kimball and Friday, January 19th in Eden Valley Watkins. Both games will start at 7:15.
And now in girls basketball, the Lady Lakers take on Maple Lake at home on Thursday, January 18th. The game starts at 7:15 p.m. Come cheer on our girls at our home court.
The gymnastics team will travel to Becker on Friday, January 19th. They also have a junior high meet at home against Maple Lake on Tuesday, January 16th. Meets always start at 6 o'clock p.m.
Wrestling has had a busy week with 2 home tri-meets on Tuesday and Thursday, and an invitational here on Saturday.
So, Katrina, have you been studying for your finals yet?
Oh, sure have. I found the perfect guide for final readiness. Why don't we check it out? Finals, they're an important part of every student's career, and studying for them is the best way to prepare. Good studying starts at school, so make sure to bring home all your books and supplies. And then not touch them until 7:30. Make sure to get into a distraction-free environment, except for your phone. Look at it for another half an hour. You can't study without good nourishment. So make sure to stay hydrated with a crazy amount of energy drinks. When you can feel yourself shaking hard enough to pass through walls, now's the time to get studying.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
But wait a second, it's almost 9 o'clock and you can't study on an empty stomach. Now's the time for a snack. And there you go, dig in. And there you have it, a successful night of studying and ready for finals tomorrow. And if you follow these steps, you'll be ready too.
Wow, those were some great study tips. I really wish I had been introduced to those before my grades tanked. My name's Wyatt Tiedemann.
And I'm Katrina Shaughness. Thanks for watching. Finals. They're a big part of any student's career. So, the best way to prepare for them is to study.
That was good. You were really good. You're turning out. So Laheed, go in there. Go into your locker. And
Finals. They're an important part of every student's career. And the best way to provide for them
Nourish them.
the best way to provide for your finals. And then not touch them until 7:30.
That was
good.
wait.
Oh my god. That was just like boop. And then not touch them.
What kind of face is that? What is that?
Once you can feel yourself shaking enough to pass through walls, now's the time to get studying. Psych! No, it's
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of
when you can feel yourself shaking enough to pass through walls, now's the time to get studying.
This is gonna be hard to get through, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If you hear anything, you just start shaking again.
Okay.
Back flips out of the chair. Is he having a seizure? Maybe, I don't know. Had a lot of Mio energy. And there you have it, a successful night of studying and ready for finals tomorrow. And if you follow these steps, you'll be ready too.
That should work, should it not?